Everyone, welcome to the show. So, you guys probably know by now the final January 6th Select Committee hearing was held today. They made some criminal referrals for Donald Trump and some other people. Before I jump into that, though, I wanted to give you a few details that came out today that we hadn't heard before. So, one thing that was kind of a bombshell was that witnesses were definitely being manipulated. Witnesses were definitely being bribed. They were being told to lie. At least that's based on what the committee has learned and what they're relaying to the public. One witness was told by Trump's team that she should pretend that she can't remember things. Because there's, as I pointed out before, there's nothing that the select committee can do, right? You can't prove that someone can't remember something. And apparently, this witness admitted this. She also admitted that she was offered a very financially lucrative position. Again, it wasn't an explicit, hey, you keep quiet, we'll give you a job, but it was very much implied. And they didn't say who this person was. They just said it was a woman. They referred to this person as she. After she testified, they basically rescinded the offer. It was never brought up again. She didn't get the job. And then on top of that, Trump's team refused to tell her who was paying her legal fees, where the money was coming from. And we know that this is legal, unfortunately, for one of his super PACs, one of these entities that he's created that's bringing in all of this money from people around the country. He's using that money to pay the legal fees for these witnesses. That is such a conflict of interest. It's sickening. It was also revealed today that Hope Hicks, who recently testified before the January 6th Select Committee, she was, of course, you guys might recall, she was a top aide to Donald Trump. She apparently made the suggestion to Eric Hirschman on numerous occasions that Trump should tweet something out to his followers to tell them to be nonviolent on January 6th. So Eric Hirschman, if you guys have been watching and following all this, you know he was one of the White House council members. He was an attorney for the White House. She reached out to Hirschman. She messaged him, and this is all in writing. This was in text, told him several times Trump should tweet about being nonviolent. He told her, Trump refused. So people around him were already concerned about January 6th getting violent and wanted him to do an end run to stop it before it started. And he refused. So here are the crimes for which he was referred to the Department of Justice. This first one you guys are going to be familiar with. We've heard this in a lot of the January 6 cases. Obstruction of an official proceeding. That is 18 USC 1512. They referred Donald Trump. They also referred John Eastman, the attorney. 100% he obstructed. If the people who were there that day obstructed, if people who weren't there that day, people, who didn't go into the Capitol, like Oath Keepers founder Elmer Stewart Rhodes, right? He didn't physically attack the Capitol, but he was found guilty of obstructing an official proceeding. This crime comes with a maximum of up to 20 years in prison. They also referred others, which they didn't name, but they're referring others for that crime as well. The second crime that they referred him for was conspiracy to defraud the United States. That is 18 USC 371. They referred Trump and others. Again, they did not name who those other people are. The third crime is conspiracy to make a false statement. That is 18 USC 371. This one was based on the fake electors. So that was the scheme in which Donald Trump and others had people around the country go and meet, very often in secret, and sign documents pretending that Donald Trump won, saying that, yeah, we are Trump electors from our state, and we are certifying that he is the rightful winner. And then those documents were turned in to the authorities, to the proper authorities, although they were fake documents. They were also pushed to Vice President Mike Pence. They wanted him to use those documents as an excuse to overturn the election, to not certify the win for Biden on January 6th, to say, oh, well, I have these two competing sets of documents. I don't know which one to go with. I guess I can't certify the election for Biden today. Totally illegal, totally fake. So they referred him for that, as well as others. Again, they didn't mention it, but I guarantee it's everyone who signed those fake documents. The fourth and final referral was for incitement, assistance of, or aid of insurrection. That is 18 USC 2383. Trump absolutely did this. Even if you're someone who's willing to give him the benefit of the doubt on incitement and say, did he really? I mean, were his words enough? You know, he had some qualifiers in there. Was it really him inciting, getting people to attack the Capitol? Even if you're willing to give him a pass on that, he 100% assisted and aided in the insurrection with his inaction, with his dereliction of duty, with his refusal to do anything about it when he knew that there was violence going on, when he knew the Capitol was under attack, he knew police officers were under attack, when he knew that they were chanting to hang his vice president. He knew that they had attacked and broken into the Capitol, and he chose to sit and watch the mayhem on TV and do nothing about it. So 100%. This committee also referred 4 members of Congress for an ethics review. They referred them to the ethics committee for failure to comply with their subpoenas. That is a paper toothless tiger, the ethics committee. It is the police policing the police. They will do nothing with it. It's a joke. So don't expect anything there. So now it's up to the Department of Justice. This was largely symbolic today. You know, they can't make the Department of Justice file any charges. So if anything is going to happen, it's going to happen over the course of this next year, because they are not going to want to do anything in the year of an election. So it has to happen in 2023. Anyway, I'll let you guys know if I hear any more. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if you possibly can. I greatly appreciate it. It really helps to keep the show going. Take care. I'll talk with you guys soon.